Hey guys, what's up? HexyTCG here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be going over the yellow Jujutsu Kaisen deck list that we went ahead and created. Now this is a deck list that I just hypothesized. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure how good it will do. I haven't looked into JJK on the Japanese side. I've honestly just been paying more attention to the English side, seeing what comes out and just seeing how everyone on the Western side plays. So I'm pretty much just trying to see what I can do myself. If there's any improvements that you guys can come up with or any tips or tricks that you have as well, please drop them in the comments below. I'm more than welcome to anything. I'm just looking to get into Union Arena because I do love this game. It is pretty fun. As much or for the experience that I have played, I've only really played with the blue specified slots deck from Hunter x Hunter in the past, but other than that, I do plan to play a lot more, especially with JJK coming out in less than 10 days actually on November 22nd this year. And yeah, so I'm pretty much planning to play at least yellow. I know blue is going to be one of the other decks that is going to be getting a lot of attention, especially with the serialized Itadori Yuji card, especially with it only going to be getting 100 copies of itself. I would love to get one myself if I could get one, but I mean, who knows? We'll see. We'll also get ready to come up with a blue deck list as well. Just currently right now, I've only set up this one, so let's go ahead and go through it. Alright, so for the first card that we're going to go over, it's going to be Megumi Fushiguro. He's going to be our one and only raid target that we have in this deck, just because we're trying to mainly play based off of his Shikigami. So our goal is to try to clear out the enemy's board, or at least just keep as much control of our own board and play our Shikigami and allow them to start attacking for us. But with this Fushiguro, he's also got 4000 BP. His ability says, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to one Shikigami Affinity or Chimera Shadow Garden card among them and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. Play up to one character card with fulfilled required energy, 1 AP cost, and Shikigami Affinity from your hand. Set it to resting on your field. So let's go ahead and move to the next one. We've got Satoru Gojo. He's going to be one of our other cards that we have. We are currently running 3 of him in our deck, not 4. He's going to be pretty much like our backup, so that way whenever we do get into some battles, we can go ahead and at least have a character with impact. He's going to be 6 energy, 2 AP, and as I said before, he's going to be impact, but also when you play him, you go ahead and draw a card and reduce the AP cost of the next card you use from your hand, other than Satoru Gojo, by 1. So he will be able to help us play any of our next cards, possibly for free if they're only 1 AP, as long as we also have the required energy, or at least drop another card in our deck if we were to have a card that at least has 2 AP and drop it down to 1 AP. But this Satoru Gojo is also going to have 1000 BP and produce 1 energy for us. Our next card we have is going to be Domain Expansion. Pretty much like every deck has, this is going to be the card that allows you to pay 1 AP to stand back 2 so you can extend your turn. We got Megumi Fushiguro, the 3 energy, 1 AP. When you play this card, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to one Shikigami Affinity card among them and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. This card's going to have 2000 BP and also produce 2 energy. We'll most likely end up playing this card in the back on the energy line just so that way we can play any of the next following cards in whatever turn we might need or our following turn, just so that way we can build up our energy. Our next card is going to be another Megumi Fushiguro. This one's going to be 3 energy, 2 AP. When you play this card, play up to one character card with 3 or less required energy, 1 AP cost, and Shikigami Affinity from your hand or your sideline and set it onto your field as active. This card right here is going to be one of the main cards I believe I have as a 4 of in the deck, also because it is going to be our color trigger, which is choose one character on your opponent's front line and switch it to resting. It will remain set to resting until the next turn, or sorry, until the next time it would be switched to active. So pretty much go ahead and play this Megumi Fushiguro if it's coming out of your life at least, or not play it, sorry. Take it from your life and play the trigger so that way you can rest whatever card is up there on their front line and reduce the amount of attacks that they would be able to play. But with this Megumi Fushiguro, um, like it says, you'd be able to pull cards out from your sideline as well. So with that being said, let's say you have any of your other Shikigami down that you played the last turn, you can go ahead and play him just so you can bring back a Shikigami that you'll possibly want to use like its effect of, which we'll go over some of them in a minute. But let's go ahead and finish talking about this card. This one's 3000 BP. and also produces 2 energy for us. Our next card we have is going to be the 10 Shadows Technique. This card is going to be 3 energy, 1 AP. Draw a card, play up to 1 character card with 3 or less required energy, 1 AP, and Shikigami affinity from your hand or sideline, set to resting on your front line. Excuse me. If Megumi Fushiguro is on your field, set to active instead. So pretty much this is the same as the Fushiguro that we just got done reading right here, but instead of it being 2 AP, it's 1 AP, but as long as Fushiguro is on our board as well, we'll be able to set any of those Shikigami instead of being resting. We can go ahead and set them to active and stand them up, so that way they can go ahead and attack if they need to. It's also going to be one of our special triggers. We are only running 2 of these ones because we have another pair of 2 special triggers, which we'll go over in a little bit. But for the special, choose 1 character on your opponent's front line and sideline it. This is going to be the other special card that we have. It's going to be Hollow Purple, 5 energy, 2 AP. If Satoru Gojo is on your field, reduce this card's AP cost by 1 while in your hand. Choose 1 character on your opponent's front line and place it into your removal area. The next card we have is going to be Chimera Shadow Garden. It's going to be 4 energy, 1 AP. Activate main, pay 1 extra AP. So technically this card you're going ahead and using 2 AP, so go ahead and just make sure you keep that in mind whenever you're deciding to play this card. Activate main, pay 1 AP once per turn. All Shikigami cards on your field gain 1000 BP until the end of your turn. Once per turn though, when a Megumi Fushiguro on your field attacks, choose up to 1 Shikigami affinity card on your front line and switch it to active. So honestly, this card is pretty nice if you have a character that your opponent possibly froze or went ahead and sidelined, or sorry, not sidelined, set to resting based off of their own card effects. You would be able to go ahead and use this site, activate its main, give all your Shikigami 1000 BP, and then as long as Megumi is on your field, you can go ahead and set up one of your Shikigami that possibly was set to resting back to active, so that way you can get another swing in and make your attack go a bit longer. The next card that we have in line is going to be the Divine Dog Black and White. This card is going to be 0 energy, 1 AP. When attacking, choose up to 1 other character on your field. It gains 500 BP until the end of the turn. A pretty basic card that you see in almost every color. It's going to be 2000 BP and 1 energy. Our next one's going to be Itadori Yuji. 0 energy, 1 AP. Activate main, switch to resting once per turn. Just like every other color, I'm pretty sure has this card as well. As long as you switch to resting, gain the second energy, and after the turn's over, you just go straight to your trash or your sideline, however you like to call it. And then it's also got 1000 BP. Next card's going to be Divine Dog Totality. 3 energy, 1 AP. If you have a Divine Dog's Black and White in your sideline, this character gains 2 damage, or double damage. So the card that we had back here, Divine Dogs, as long as this guy's in your sideline, your Divine Dog Totality will go ahead and gain double damage. And with that, this card's also at 3500 BP. Let's say you had one of your previous cards that we went over where they give you either 500 or the other card that gives you 1000. This guy could go up to 4000 or at least 4500 to swing a double damage. So it's honestly pretty nice. I believe we have 4 of these. I'll go ahead and show the entire list after I go over all the cards, so that way you guys can go ahead and see what I have. So let's go ahead and go to the next card. We've got Nue is going to be 1 energy, 1 AP. When attacking, draw a card, then place 1 card from your hand into your sideline. This guy's going to be 2000 BP and 1 energy. Next card is going to be Sumiki Fushiguro, I believe is how you say her name. It's going to be 0 energy, 1 AP. When played, choose up to 1 other character on your field. It gains 1000 BP until the end of the turn as well. She's going to be 500 BP and 1 energy. And our last card that we have right here is going to be Toge Inumaki. I don't know if I'm saying the first name right, but I know it's at least Inumaki based off of the show. It's going to be 2 energy, 1 AP. Nullify impact. Pretty much what this card, or what that does, is allows you to stop impact from any character. So instead of it just going straight to your life, you can just block with the Nullify impact card and just go ahead and put that on the sideline if you're able to at least pot, or most of the time you shouldn't be able to, based off of what I've seen, keep the Nullify impact card up. I don't know if there's any cards that actually have BP strong enough to stay alive like that, but most of the time they're going to go ahead and just act as a blocker and you just prevent yourself from losing any health. But the activate main ability, you pay 1 extra AP once per turn. All characters on your front line gain 1000 BP until the end of the turn. This guy's also got 2000 BP plus, so meaning that he's able to at least gain some more BP at some point. I believe his ability also gives him the plus 1000, which is why it's at least showing the plus sign. And I believe that's also just in case if any other card had ended up giving somebody plus 1000, plus 500, whatever you decided to add on. I believe that's what the plus sign is there for. If I'm wrong, please drop it in the comments and let me know what it is actually for, because I'm still learning the card game as I said. And so yeah, that's pretty much going to be our deck list for now. And right here on the right side of the screen is where we have the entire list. I'll go ahead and drop the link for this list in the comments below. I honestly love the fact that this website allows you to go ahead and order the deck however you need to, or at least just customize it the best way you need. Like, the fact that you're able to, at least up here, choose the different type of deck style that you want. I'm saying that this one's at least aggro because the way that I have it set up, I have quite a few cards in here that are at least adding BP onto any of the other cards that are playable. And then I have some of these cards, or I at least have the Gojo to go ahead and remove a card. And then yeah, I'm based off of what I have, I believe it is something that's set up to at least be just aggro because of the amount of BP that you're adding on. I'd love to see how it actually works out. I want to find out how to create proxy cards within the near future, so that way as new sets are also coming out, I can figure out how to do that. But one of the other things I also like too that helps me out a lot is just being able to use like this order by cost, because like in any game that I'm playing, I love to be able to see like what the order is of everything instead of it just being mixed up all the time. And luckily, this website and the devs have gone ahead and added all these nice options for you to go ahead and check out things that you need. So if you guys are also interested in creating your own deck list in the future, or at any point whenever you hear that there's any new deck list coming out, or if you're talking with friends and you just want to figure out something together over Discord, you can always come over to this exburst.dev website, and honestly, it'll give you everything that you need. So yeah, this is the deck list that we came up with and are pretty much hypothesizing might be good. I'm not exactly sure. We'll have to test it out once it comes out and see how we do. And then also down here at the bottom, it does show you the different cost range. So like right now I've got 12 zeros, 4 ones, 4 twos, and etc. So pretty much you honestly can find out all sorts of things. They're still adding on to the website, as you can see. Just recently we just got these JJK banners. So right here, here's some of my other decks that I have. This is the one that we just went over right here, the Shikigami Rush. I have a Go Panda and Nen Training. I just give them funny names that I think is pretty interesting. So if you guys want to see what these other ones are, just let me know, and I'll definitely drop them in the comments below. And then yeah, so this is the custom banner we have. You can't really see. I thought it was going to be back up here, but it's just going to be right here where your name is at. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the video. If you would like more videos based off of the different deck lists, please let me know in the comments below. I already plan to come up with a few in the future. Also, I have some ideas for some other videos coming up. Probably going to drop a video soon talking about the news that was just released on Twitter or X, whichever way you like to call it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.